Good morning, everyone. Today's What You Got episode celebrates Math 2.0 Day, a day dedicated to the future of learning. Math 2.0 Day honors the innovators who make math accessible, understandable, and empowering. Right here on our daily effort called What You Got.
Hi, friends, it's me, Barry. Good morning. It is a great day to come together and ask the question, what you got?
Math 2.0 Day reminds us that education is not just about numbers. It's about confidence, opportunity, and the tools that help students rise. In this episode, we highlight, In this episode, we highlight tutormymath.com and Darren Finnigan, a partner committed to transforming the way students learn math. Darren teaches not just kids, but he also loves teaching adults, because as we grow older, we realize that, math is as important as they used to say it was. Okay, I remember when I was a kid and they used to tell me that I was going to use math no matter what I did in life. And I used to tell them they were so full of it that, they couldn't see straight. And they were wrong. I use math today. I use math every day of my life. Trying to fit in a 15-ish minute show, when it'll fit, where it'll fit, how it'll go, all part of math, everything that we do. I remember when I was cutting steel, I had to be so precise on math, and I was terrible at math. I'm still not great at it, but I try to work on it a little bit more. I've actually been contemplating on calling up Darren myself just in order to understand something as weird to me as like algebra. I understand the concept. I just don't know how to figure it out. I've never really figured out like square footage and all that stuff. It is important. And it's something that you need to know for house repairs and for all these other things. It's so vitally important to know these things. And Darren is one of the places that you can go in order to learn, whether you're preteen, teenage, or in your 50s like myself. Learning math is never too late to educate yourself and make life a little bit easier. So in this episode, we highlight tutormymath.com and Darren Finnigan, a partner committed to transforming the way students learn math. Darren's mission is built on clarity, patience, and the belief that every student can succeed, which is important. When we were in school, teachers really were more concerned about moving you on, moving you to the next grade. That was their main purpose. They wanted to see you succeed as far as getting you out of their class. Darren is not like this. Darren's focus is to see you succeed. See you understand what you're learning. See you understand what he's teaching you. And that's what makes him so special. Every student can succeed when they are given the right support. As shared in the video, Math 2.0 Day celebrates the future of learning. So if you want to go and watch the video, I will timestamp that video, or I will mark the video to where you can go and watch it on your own time. And the people who make math feel possible for everyone. TutorMyMath.com provides personalized tutoring that meets students where they are. Darren helps learners break through frustration, build confidence, and understand concepts that once felt overwhelming. His work empowers students to see math as not a barrier, but a pathway to opportunity. So, again, math is something that, look, math to me is more like learning an alien subject than science or any other subject, just because they say that if you understand a math problem, you can understand anything. And I almost truly believe that, because not being able to figure out math has proved that I know a lot less than I thought I did. So, but in this episode, we're going to explore that tools make math accessible for learners, personalized tutoring that builds confidence and clarity. We talk about support systems that help students overcome frustration, the importance of modern learning methods, the role of innovation in education, and the Community Pay It Forward's mission to help families. Math struggles affects millions of students. They impact confidence, grades, and future opportunities. As Math 2.0 Day is about embracing tools that help students rise. And together, we can help them rise. We can introduce you to people like Darren, who are out there to make success obtainable. Community Pay It Forward families and neighbors in need, you can choose tutormymath.com as your support, as your giving family. When you shop with Darren, when you hire Darren to tutor either yourself or your student, Darren will give a portion back to Community Pay It Forward. That portion, math. That portion, at least 70% of what Darren returns to us, goes to the mission partner you choose to support. Simply go to communitypayitforward.us, attach your receipt that Darren gives you, and you can find your missions, the mission partners on communitypayitforward.us/mission partners. So just simply attach the receipt that Darren gives you, choose your mission partner, and Darren will give us a portion that will be returned to the mission partner you choose. Your everyday purchases help fund these missions. And you get the educational tools and resources that change your student's life and future. You're not just buying something, you're helping someone learn. You're helping someone grow while you're helping someone rise. This episode's mission of the day, our call to action, is a reminder that learning is a right. A reminder that every student deserves support. A reminder that compassion can change someone's future. And math is so important, folks. It is so important that, you know what, as a parent, as an educator, as a responsible adult, it is truly our duty to make sure that math and the problems herein can be figured out. We can work together to figure out students and help them learn how to solve these problems. Math is a perfect example of life. You move certain things around until it fits. It's the way it works in math, and that's the way it works in life. So, calling on Darren is very, very important. So please, scan the QR code. It'll take you to his page, and you'll be able to contact him and learn more about Darren and virtual math programs. So, our question of the day: what tool, teacher, or moment helped you finally understand something once It's something that you once struggled with. I've always been one of those people that, you know what, shove my nose into a problem and watch me struggle till I figure it out. And that's not the best way to be. It's truly not the best way to be. But it's always been fairly successful for me. And when I was cutting steel, it was literally that way, trying to figure out, division and multiplication and measurements and all these other fun things. It was tough. But it was important. Weights. Oh my God. Trying to learn the, how much weight in tonnage a crane could handle. It's pretty stressful when you've got other people's lives in your hand, I'll tell you. So, what tool, teacher, or moment helped you finally understand something you once struggled with? And in junior high, I had a teacher who used to talk about the music of the time period one week and the actual history of the time period the week prior. So we'd talk about the history and then the music. And it helped you tie things in, and it was really an interesting way of doing it, because that was something that truly interests me. Music was easier for me to understand in junior high, because it was something I had a very, very poor interest in the kind of music I was listening to, but it was something that tied it all in together. So please do us a favor and encourage one student today. Share a resource like Darren. Offer help, or simply remind them that they can succeed. A small act of support can change the way someone learns. And visit Darren's page by scanning the QR code above, or go to tutormymath.com. tutormymath.com. You can also send me an email to Zach, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us. That's Z-A-K, Zach, at communitypayitforward.us. And ask for an introduction, and I will make that happen. I want to thank you so very much and ask you to please like, share, subscribe, and because your engagement helps us reach more families, more students, and more people who need a hand up. Thank you for being part of the mission, and thank you for being part of the community. And most importantly, thank you for choosing to help others rise. My name is Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass, and Pact Podcasting Networks. Thank you for joining us today. Please remember, love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. If you're not helping someone, folks, you're hurting everyone. And look, twisted roads, once again, are like math problems. If you can help people move the numbers around, move the situation around until they can find their way through it, you can help them see things clearer, and you can help them find the path they need. No one needs to go it alone. When we can move those numbers, when we can move those situations around, and we all come together. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another episode of What You Got.